Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter PobZombie. Huge thanks to PobZombie and the rest of my Patreon supporters. PobZombie reached out asking for a deck for his best friend as a birthday present. So happy birthday, Anne Fernie. This Pride of the Hull Clade deck is for you. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you like the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. The Pride of the Hull Clade is an 11 mana 2/5 legendary Crocodile Elk Turtle with Defender that costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. Additionally, we may pay 4 mana to activate his ability, which gives a creature we control +1/+0, and they gain, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its toughness, and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Which means, for 4 mana, our commander can draw us 15 cards. If only there were cards in our color that increased our toughness, so we could draw even more cards. Also, we're not exactly a wall deck, but we want creatures with high toughness in order to cast our commander for cheap. It just so happens that walls are the cheapest way to get high toughness creatures onto the battlefield. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is made famous by their boulders. Solid, reliable, and affordable deck boxes. Boulders are now available in solid colors, like this beautiful white one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries the new Ultimate Guard solid color boulders, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One last announcement before we get into our video. In addition to streaming on Twitch, I will be dual streaming on a new YouTube channel as well. Check out Gaming with Danon if you want to catch me live. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Misty Rainforest, Verdant Catacombs, Scalding Tarn, Breeding Pool, Rejuvenating Springs, Dreamroot Cascade, Hinterland Harbor, Hedge Maze, Rimewood Falls, Tangled Islet, Yavimaya Coast, Bark Channel Pathway, Simic Growth Chamber, Rogue's Passage, Reliquary Tower, Yavimaya Cradle of Growth, Access Tunnel, 8 forests, and 8 islands make up the land base for this deck. Axebane Guardian, Overgrown Battlement, Sylvan Caryatid, Vine Trellis, Biomancer's Familiar, Training Grounds, Arixmethes Slumbering Isle, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Chromatic Lantern, 3 Visits, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, and Skyshroud Claim help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Carven Caryatid, Wall of Blossoms, Beast Whisperer, Orin Frostfang, Jungle Barrier, Growth Spiral, Utopia Sprawl, Eureka Moment, Archdruid's Charm, Last March of the Ents, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Guardian Project, and Ristic Study help us to dig through our deck and keep our hands full. Negate, Counterspell, Beast Within, Wall of Stolen Identity, Spellskite, Heroic Intervention, Pongify, Nature's Claim, Rapid Hybridization, Arcane Denial, Reality Shift, Fierce Guardianship, Return to Nature, and Commit Memory help us to keep our opponents in line. Cyclonic Rift, Engulf the Shore, and Aetherize help us to reset the board as needed. Crashing Drawbridge, Shield Sphere, Guardian of Meletus, Glacial Wall, Wall of Junk, Hover Barrier, Walking Bulwark, Wall of Frost, Suspicious Bookcase, Galta Stampede Tyrant, Triskaidekaphile, and Chasm Skulker help to make up the core of our deck, and how we plan on winning. Supporting our plan, we've got Assault Formation, Bedrock Tortoise, Tetsuka Umezawa Fugitive, Zopandrel Hunger Dominus, Tower Defense, Unnatural Growth, and a Rasta of the Endless Web. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 35 lands and 15 pieces of ramp. 14 pieces of card advantage counting our commander. 14 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Return to Nature and Commit Memory. 1 sudden I win card in Assault Formation. With just a couple of walls on board, our commander enters the battlefield for very cheap. And yes, he'll draw us a ton of cards. But wouldn't it be nice if he could also deal a ton of damage? Assault Formation lets us attack with an army of walls. Primary way we win is by drawing through our deck, controlling our opponents, and lapping up their tiers. After all, crocodiles are saltwater animals. Are you building the Pride of the Hull, Clade? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. For only $25, you too can have a Commander video built at your request. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Borky, Nazwin, Pedro, Midge, Detroff, Alix, Alex, Julio, Michael, Valeri, Kanga, Ignis, RJ, and Jay. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.